In 2006, Michael began developing intelligent computer software that could observe complex natural systems and derive meaning from what seems like chaos.
So what I have here is a double pendulum. And if you look at it, it consists of two arms. One arm swings along the top axis, and the second arm is attached to the bottom of the first arm, and it's two pendulums that are hooked together, one pendulum at the end of the other. Now, the pendulum is a great example of complexity because it exhibits some of the most complex behavior that we're aware of, which is called chaos. So when you collect data from this sort of device, it looks almost completely random, and there doesn't appear to be any sort of pattern. But because this is a physical deterministic system, a pattern does exist.
Finding a pattern amidst the chaos of the double pendulum has stumped scientists for decades. But then, Michael had a flash of inspiration. Why not grow new ideas the same way nature created us, using evolution? He called his program Eureka. Eureka starts with a primordial soup of random equations and checks how closely they fit the behavior of the double pendulum. If they don't fit, the computer kills them. If they do, the computer moves them into the next generation, where they mutate and try to get an even closer fit. Eventually, a winning equation emerges, one that Archimedes would be proud of.
Eureka!
And I'm running our algorithm now. On the left pane are the list of the equations that Eureka has thought up for this double pendulum. Walking up, we can see we increase the complexity, and we're also increasing the agreement with the data. And eventually, as you go up, you start to get extremely close agreement with the data, and eventually you snap on to a truth where you get a large improvement in the accuracy. And we can actually look in here and see exactly what pops out. For example, here you might notice we have a 9.8, and if you remember from physics courses, that is the coefficient of gravity on Earth. What's very important is the difference between the two angles of the double pendulum. This pops out. Essentially, we've used this software and the data we've collected to model chaos, and we've teased out the solution directly from the data.
Eureka has not only discovered a single equation to explain how a double pendulum moves, it has found meaning in what looks like chaos, something no human or machine has done before.
So we could collect an entirely new data set, run this process again, and even though the data is completely different, we have different observations, we can still identify the underlying truth, the underlying pattern, which is this equation.